Our top story this morning is on the situation in Chennai, which was battered by heavy rainfall over the weekend. Some respite, however, has been that last night we finally saw a pause in the rainfall in the city. But on Sunday, you saw Chennai receiving over 200 mm rainfall. That's the highest since 2015, which led to a lot of inundation, flooding and people being inconvenienced. The Met Department has predicted that there'll be more rainfall in store for Chennai over the next 5 days. Several residents were evacuated in inflatable boats by disaster response teams from suburban areas. Roads were inundated. Several trees were uprooted, leading to traffic diversions and disruption in transport services. At least 6 subways were also closed for traffic. The state government has declared holiday for schools and colleges in Chennai, in Tiruvallur, Kanchipuram and Chengalpet districts on November 8th and 9th. After the authorities sounded a flood alert in Chennai, Prime Minister Narendra Modi spoke to the Tamil Nadu Chief Minister to take stock of the situation. The Prime Minister has assured all possible support from the centre in rescue and relief work. Officials are on alert because water from Chembrambakam and Pundi reservoirs have been released. They are nearing full capacity. All measures are being taken to remove stagnant water from morning. Officials have been on the ground pumping out this water. The National Disaster Management Authority has also deployed 4 of its teams in Tamil Nadu on the state government's request. While 1 team each has been deployed in Tiruvallur and Chengalpet district, 2 others are in Madurai. The onset of the northeast monsoon, the formation of a low pressure in the Bay of Bengal, is causing this incessant rainfall in Chennai. Today, it's expected that there will be some sort of a breather from the heavy rains. There is a worry that tomorrow again, heavy rains will lash Chennai.
This is our condition for the past 3 days where we did not get any support from the government yet. No officials has visited us. For the past 3 days, it's difficult for us to get the essential items like milk. And moreover, we have tried reaching to the government numbers which are giving 1007 and some few numbers. And I have sent in images and pics to the WhatsApp number also. But we did not receive any response from them. And this is the condition.
Water levels have receded in most areas where there was flooding. We're seeing that at Velachery, where we're currently standing at, there has been barricading which has been done by the corporation. This was a measure to ensure that people are safe and don't go into the risky zone. We can see here that there is a groundwater canal work that is still underway and water is flowing via the channel. Last evening and yesterday morning we had seen heavy waterlogging in all these premises, but now water has receded and this is thanks to the respite in the rain, but all through the day there might be rainfall is what weather department officials have been telling us. Most of the rainfall is in other parts of the districts in Tamil Nadu, and rain holiday has been announced in various districts like Trichy, Tanjavur, Viluppuram, and all measures are being put into place by the state government to ensure that people are safe. In Chennai city, all private workspaces have been requested to work from home and not have people come to the office and work. This is to ensure that nobody get into any kind of trouble as rains are expected in and around Chennai and widely across Tamil Nadu. With camera person Daniel from Chennai, this is Akshaya Nath for India Today.
The good news is that today we could see some respite in rains. Morning hours, we might see some spell of rains pushing in because there are cloud bands to the southeast of Chennai coast. But overall, compared to say yesterday midnight to early morning hours, today we would have a good reduction in the rainfall. But that is only going to be a temporary phenomenon because tomorrow again we will start seeing an increase in rainfall. But in the coming days, possibly we are going to see the effect of the low pressure. So we would have long, sustained spell of rains rather than the more intense short duration spells. But in terms of impact, it could be very similar as well, because I would not rule out another 15 to 20 centimeter rainfall episode for Chennai this week. But it may not happen, say 15 centimeters in an hour and a half as what happened yesterday morning. But yes, we would still see a heavy to very heavy spill of rains happen in Chennai this week. Not only Chennai, for the entire coastal Tamil Nadu, this week is going to be critical.
And let's get you now a status check of what's really happening on the streets of Chennai. As I mentioned, there's been a bit of a break from the heavy rains that have been lashing the city, and that's being used by the authorities to clear off and pump off some of the water that's been in fact stagnant in many parts of low-lying areas of Chennai. I've got Akshay now joining us live from Ashok Nagar. We also have Pramod Madhav joining us live from T Nagar in Chennai. Akshay, I want to take this across to you first. You showed us how in Velicheri, one of the low-lying areas that's almost always affected when there's heavy rainfall, water has been pumped out. What's the situation in Ashok Nagar?
Akshita, we're standing at Ashok Nagar's 9th Avenue, and what we can see here is behind me there's still a lot of waterlogging in the main stretch of the road. Also, there is barricading being done on the side where the water drains are located. And I also want to show you an interesting sight. Unfortunately, there's only one house in this road which has got partial inundation. This is a low-lying building within this vicinity. Most of the other houses have been high-rise buildings, so they have not been in trouble, but this one is a completely logged abandoned house. But here we can see that there is water at least till the first step of the entrance. That is one unfortunate sight we are seeing, and the neighbors have been telling us that there's nobody residing here, and hence at this point of time I think no complaint has been registered as well. But we can see here that mostly there are waterlogging in this region, and we can see that there is a little bit of difficulty for vehicles to move in and out as well. So this is the situation that we're seeing in Ashok Nagar 9th Avenue. But the main roads are almost all clear here, Akshita. The route through which my crew and I had come via, that seemed relatively dry at this point of time. And as earlier when we showed you from Velicheri as well, most of the areas there have also started draining out the water. We need to remember that while on Sunday there was around 21 centimeters of rainfall, on early morning of Monday we have only received 6.3 centimeters of rain. So that is a huge difference, and that has brought in a lot of respite as well. But there are few pockets where there is localized flooding, and officials are taking all the necessary steps is what we've been informed. Already 507 motor pumps have been deployed to pump out water. But as you know what Shrikant had said earlier as well, there has been continuous rains all through the year, which is causing this kind of a trouble in water levels draining out very quickly. The soil moisture level is very high, because of which water is not getting sucked out faster. So this is a very one-off situation. This is not like 2015 as well. In 2015 we had only received rains in November and December, but this time around we have received rains all through the year, and that is a cause of concern because the northeast monsoons have just set in, and it is going to be at least there for the next month and a half, with most of the reservoirs and water tanks all getting filled in. What will happen to Chennai city and the neighboring areas is a big question mark now, Akshita.
That's right, and there's a lot of panic on that front because of the fact that you've already seen so much rainfall and it's only November. What will be the situation in December? Is a question many Chennaiites are asking right now. And while we can't really say how bad things are going to get or whether things will let off going forward, we have to be prepared for any eventuality or any circumstance. Pramod Madhav is joining us live from T Nagar as well. Pramod, T Nagar, which is considered to be one of the busiest parts of Chennai, has also been heavily inundated over the weekend. And we understand that while, you've got the administration authorities working round the clock to pump off some of the water, there are many parts that are still completely waterlogged.
Well, it surely is, and that's what we're trying to show. This is actually a Madly subway at T Nagar, and there you could see the depth. Actually, two people are walking through that part. They actually are working at this location. They just want to show how deep it is, and this is the kind of situation. And that is the worrisome part here, because in Chennai, normally in 24 hours, water logging would recede, but this time it seems a little different. We showed you today morning in one location at T Nagar, and this is another part near the bus stand. This is a very important subway as well, which is still submerged, and we don't see much kind of work that's been happening over here. People are requested to not venture to these parts, and still some people had to go inside. They are most people are kept from this area, are kept in shelters as well, and they're trying to provide them with food and various other stuff. The bigger question is that why the water has not been pumped out is also being asked. In fact, I'll just ask him, Malik evla kashtapatteenga enna mari ipo food ella kadichittu irukudunga
2015 க்கு அப்புறம் இப்போதான் பெரிய மழையை பார்க்குறோம். இந்த பிரிட்ஜ் வந்து ஓவர்ஃப்ளோ ஆகி வெளியே ஓடிட்டு இருந்தது நேற்றுலாம் தண்ணி நல்லா என்ஜாய் பண்ணுறோம். நம்ம இங்கே ஸ்விம்மிங் பூலுக்கு எதுவும் கிடையாது பக்கத்தில். ஸ்விமிங் பூல் இயற்கையா ஒரு ஸ்விமிங் பூல் அமைஞ்சிருச்சு.
Well, it looks like they are making lemonade during a difficult time, because they claim that after 2015, this is the first time the water has locked up in this bridge, and it looks like a swimming pool. And they are saying it's quite surprising for them to see such a kind of situation here. So this is another part of Chennai with the water stagnation is still there, and that's imagine we're going to have another couple of days of rainfall, and that's a little bit something the authorities need to think about on preparing for the monsoon.
And how do you prepare for this kind of torrential rainfall is another question. But Pramod, Akshay, I request you to stay on with me. For our viewers, for the Chennaiites who are watching this broadcast, I'm sure all of you have just one question. What's the forecast now for Chennai? Let's tell you right now what the Met Department has to say, what today is going to be like. There's a red warning that's in place for the state of Tamil Nadu, particularly for coastal parts, including Chennai. So that red warning continues. But the prediction is that today you're going to be seeing about 9.5 mm of rainfall. To put it in context, on Sunday when we saw that record rainfall, it was 200 mm of rainfall. It will be largely a gloomy, cloudy day because cloud cover is at 99%. Temperatures will be about 29 degrees Celsius. There's a 35% chance of thunderstorms today. So expect that there will be some intermittent showers, but nothing compared to what we saw over the weekend. If you have to stock up on your supplies, if you have to stock up on essentials, do that today, because it doesn't look like you're going to be seeing a lot of heavy rainfall. But ensure you also check where you're going to be heading out, because there are many locations in Chennai that still remain inundated, that are still flooded. I want to get you now a report of what the situation was over the weekend in the city of Chennai. Over 200 mm of rainfall, as I mentioned, in the city on Sunday. And it saw many places being completely waterlogged, people being cut off from any services because they couldn't step out of their homes. Pramod and Akshay reported through the day, and here's that ground report.
Streets flooded. Vehicles submerged. Houses inundated. Intermittent rainfall battered Chennai on Sunday. Parts of the city witnessed severe waterlogging after recording over 200 millimeters rainfall in 24 hours, the heaviest since 2015. Authorities sounded a prior flood alert after city reservoirs and lakes were opened up to let out surplus rainwater.
The reservoirs in and around Chennai are also filling up. Chandrambakkam, Pural, Pundi, all of them are seeing high levels of water levels, and many of these reservoirs are also being opened up for water to come out. So this is going to be a tough scenario.
NDRF teams are deployed to carry out rescue operations in low-lying areas.
We're at Tenapet Vijayaraghava Road, where rescue officials are currently even using boats over here to move people from one direction to the other. This is a very important road, almost just a couple of 100 kilometers from DMK headquarters, and this is the condition at this point. Officials claim that they are trying to make sure that everybody is rescued from the place.
Popular Marina Beach too witnessed the rain mayhem.
We are currently at Marina Beach in Chennai. This is a service lane, and just a couple of 100 meters away we have the beach. But however, this is also completely submerged, and people are trying hard to salvage whatever they could actually take from this location. This whole stretch would be full of shops. Everything is closed, and people are very much suffering because of one night's heavy rainfall in Chennai.
The nature's fury made people run to protect their vehicles parked on flyovers.
We're on top of the Velachery Bridge, and what we can see here is that residents in and around this region have started parking their cars on top of the bridge. You can see how there is a line of cars being parked on either side of the bridge, and this is a scenario of panic that we can see.
Angry citizens call it poor flood management by Chennai civic authorities.
It's the corporation that has to do the work. We can't keep blaming the government every time, but it's the official, not the officials, but even the lower level officials who are supposed to come and work in the field.
Chief Minister Stalin visited parts of the city wading through knee-deep water, inspecting low-lying areas and helped in food distribution. and instructing officials and DMK cadres to assist affected people by providing them food, medicine and shelter.
பாதிக்கப்பட்ட மக்களுக்கு தேவையான நிவாரண உதவிகள் வழங்குவதற்கான உத்தரவினை நான் பிறப்பித்திருக்கிறேன்.
Monday and Tuesday have been declared as holidays for schools and colleges in Chennai, Kanchipuram, Chengalpattu and Thiruvallur. The Met Department has predicted heavy rainfall in Tamil Nadu, Puducherry and Karaikal for 5 days. A red alert has also been sounded for coastal districts of Tamil Nadu for November 10th and 11th. With Akshanath and Pramod Madhav in Chennai, Bureau Report, India Today.
And let's take this back across to Akshay and Pramod to get you a sense of what the situation is as we speak in the city of Chennai. Akshay, for the last many hours, there's been a breather really from the heavy rains in the city. The worry is that right now, even if we don't see, 200 mm of rainfall like we saw on Sunday, even a little bit of rainfall is a worry because already there are reports coming in that reservoirs like, Chembrabakam, like Pundi, like Pural, all of them are nearing full capacity.
Oh, well, yes, Akshita, it is a matter of huge concern because all these reservoirs are called the water basins of Chennai and the neighboring districts. When these get filled up, then the matter of question is where will the water next flow to? So it will be to the neighboring residences and regions of residential areas. So that is a huge, huge concern. And how will this government handle it is also a big question mark. In 2015, we had seen that the release of Chembrabakam water all at once was the cause of flooding. So this time around we have heard from the Health Minister Ma Subramaniam that water will be released in patches as per the discretion of officials who are monitoring the situation on ground. So that is something that we'll have to closely watch. I also have with me Akshita, a resident of Ashok Nagar Avenue who has been affected because of the flooding, the localized flooding in this region. Thank you, Ravi, for joining us. So what kind of a situation are we seeing here, and is this a repeated issue in your area?
Not the repeated issue, because of the heavy rains, we should admit that also one point of time. But the thing is, the stagnation of water is concerned, There should be, the government should come forward and make a permanent plan how to pump out the water. All this stagnation is happening because there is no drain of water. That already the drainage is filled. So it is not allowing other water to get inside that. So that is a stagnation of water is occurring. So there should be a permanent solution for this. The government, all the whatever government be there. So they should make a permanent solution for this to address the issue. Now when the stagnation of water is there, they come address, they clear off, that's it. There is no further improvement on the system. The system has to be developed, the pumping has to be developed. So then only this can be avoided.
Well, Akshita, we can see that residents and people in and around the regions where the flooding are happening are all raising questions to the corporation as well as the government as to what are the steps that they're taking. Because just ahead of the rains, clearing out drains does not help, but they're requesting that 24/7, round the clock, round the year, steps be taken into consideration so that these kind of issues don't happen. And Chennai city being one of the metro cities in the country should not be a place which is brimming with water in the shortest of rains is what most of the residents have been telling us, Akshita. But this year will be a challenging year for the state government. That is for sure, because the northeast monsoons have just started and already we're seeing flooding in and around Chennai city and the neighboring districts, Akshita.
That's the biggest concern, that it's only November and this is the situation in Chennai. We can only hope and pray that come December the situation doesn't worsen, because that's when usually you see the heaviest rainfall hitting parts of Chennai. But as I mentioned, with these kind of scenes of deluge, of destruction being reported from Chennai, it brought back those haunting memories of what happened in 2015 when the entire city was submerged. And because of that, there are questions that are being asked of the administration as to whether no lessons have been learnt from the 2015 flood disaster in Chennai. Another question that's being asked is of the Met Department. Why did they fail to predict that this kind of record rainfall will hit Chennai and other coastal parts of Tamil Nadu? Why wasn't there any due warning? Will Chennai's full reservoirs make this flood crisis worse than 2015? November, already Chembrabakam, Pundi, Pural, all these reservoirs are nearing full capacity. Was 7 years not enough time to prepare the city for this kind of rainfall? It happened once. Surely the administration knew that there's a possibility it could happen again. And finally, why have we not seen action on the ground? As political distractions ensured Chennai's flood preparedness was ignored post-2015. We saw an election also go by, a lot of promises, but again, you're seeing this kind of torrential rainfall leading to Chennaites struggling. I want to take this now to Pramod Madhav. Pramod, while the response to what's happened over the weekend has been stellar, you've had authorities on the ground promptly responding to SOS calls, working round the clock to clear the water, to lift uprooted trees and whatnot. The question is about before the rains, was enough done to ensure that Chennai as a city was fully prepared for this rainfall?
Well, we cannot actually provide an answer because just a week before these rains, we saw how one person died because of a pothole in Chennai near Chinnamalai. That itself is a big kind of like miss from the authorities' part. And right now, the bigger question is that just like I showed you earlier, this subway is not to be submerged after 24 hours. That's the questions being raised by even the people from this resident area, because they're questioning how is that water is still there after 24 hours and one night without rain. Either it should have naturally drained or the stormwater drainage system should have acted. But here you have such a such amount of water logging, like we showed earlier in T Nagar. That was also in 2015 was completely underwater. That's a huge issue, and we have one of the residents with us as well. So this kind of situation prevailing here, what kind of difficulties did you face because of this rain?
Yeah, the difficulties in the sense it's not the question of simply blaming the government or the corporation or whoever it is. Let's be practical. In this infrastructure of Chennai or with respect to India infrastructure, of course everybody are working day and night according to their benefits. But you need to take some smart decisions. Just instead of just keep telling just because this has happened, what to do. Let's make one point clear. If this bridge, Madley Bridge, Aranganathapuram subway and the other one Doraiswamy subway, these bridges, okay, let there be a lot of floods everywhere. That because everybody you cannot go and say that. But these three bridges are the people can communicate entire KK Nagar, Ashok Nagar, Valsaravakkam, every part of that people, and these two Chennai people can be just they'll be able to commute only because of these three bridges. The only thing is, if these three bridges alone, if they take care on an high priority, okay, most of the people will be normal. Of course, everybody they are going and clearing the trees, flood, etc. But there should be some priority instead of now. It's not blaming someone.
That's actually a very important point, because just like he mentioned, these are the subways actually that connect various parts of the city, and they should important parts of the city, the middle part actually, and those have to be taken care of. Why is water not receded from this part naturally? Stormwater drainage, and why the officials have not cleared it here? These are the questions that residents are also asking. And imagine we still have another 3-4 days of heavy rainfall that is being predicted so far, and if that occurs, it's going to definitely turn into a huge problem.
There's a 24-hour window right now based on what the predictions have come in. There's a 24-hour window for the corporation, for the government to work and ensure that the water is cleared up, because tomorrow there is another forecast for heavy rainfall in Chennai. Akshaya and Pramod, thank you for joining us here on India Today. Through the day, we're going to keep coming across to you to get a check on what's really happening on the ground in Chennai and what's the situation after the torrential rainfall that hit the city over the weekend.